Hey guys, welcome back to another video. As always, thanks for checking it out. In this one, we are going to update you on the 1K challenge that I'm doing at the minute with this eBay store, basically starting from 0 listings to where it is made its first £1,000, which is approximately $1,300, and basically everything that we're doing in between to try and reach that goal. So I just thought I'd go through a bit about the eBay account first of all, and kind of explain a little bit, if you haven't watched any of the other videos, just a little bit about what's going on. So this eBay account itself, actually, and I don't think I've mentioned this in any of the other videos, was at a below standard rating. Okay, so the previous person that was operating this account got the account into below standard, and when I took the account over, I had to wait a few months for it to come out of below standard and go above standard again. So I knew this was going to take a little while to get going and get this account moving. Unlike a new account, eBay would treat a brand new account a lot more favorably than, say, an account that has been below standard, has been underperforming, and been basically slapped on the wrist by eBay. Becoming below standard means you don't get many sales, you get a lot less traffic, and you get higher fees. It makes it very, very difficult to sell on and come out of that. So you have to wait a full year for that to come out. Whereas a brand new eBay account, as you can imagine, someone signing up to eBay, using eBay for the first time, buying and selling stuff, they want to encourage the buyer and show proof of concept that the platform works. So naturally, if you go to sell your first items on a new eBay account, you'll generally get sales and traffic a lot faster. eBay will rank your listings a lot higher, especially in those first couple of months, because again, they want people to come on the platform and sell. So they will favor you for a certain period of time. I don't know how long that's for, but they'll certainly make it easier for you to start selling your first couple of items. So I knew it was going to be quite difficult. However, we did get off to a really good start. We were listing quality items at a relatively low price in order to build up the traction. And as you can see, over the last 31 days, there has been £2,310 worth of sales. So really, really good. Now, again, sales does not equate to profit. We're only taking about 5% of that profit home with us. But as I've explained in previous videos, it's all about building traction. And now this is kind of the time where we want to start building things up a bit more and gaining more sales volume, and trying to get more of a profit margin out of the account. So we've actually increased the profit margins to around 7 to 8% in order to do so. As you can see, we have had consistent sales every single day since we started. We can obviously only see the last 30 days here. However, I started on the 9th of September or so, and ever since we started selling, we've sold consistently. As you can see, last 31 days, 587% increase based on the last 31 days sales. That's not much to take into consideration, considering the previous half of the previous month before wasn't selling at all. But it's really good progress. Really nice to see. Listing impressions are up, if you can see down here, 600%. It's going to be the next couple of months that are really going to tell. We're really going to see what happens with this store. We're coming into the end of October. It's 10 days after the last update. And just a couple of things to note. The last update was on the 9th of October. We did have a few sort of, consistent but relatively low days. We're getting sort of 4 to 5 sales, 4 to 6 sales a day on this store, which is absolutely fine. We've had a big day, coming straight after the day we done the last update. We've had another relatively good day on the Sunday afterwards, and then it just basically dropped off the map. So as you can see, it dropped off the face of the earth, and then all of a sudden, after 4 or 5 days, it just picked up again and has been super consistent. Now, I will be honest, there was actually nothing I did different here in terms of listing items. I've done nothing on the store. I have just let it tick over. I've been listing consistently 10, 15 items a day. I don't even think it's listed that many. But what I did notice is there was 2 negative feedbacks on this store that we're going to need to try and get removed, and it was around about this time. So if you do get negative feedbacks, especially a couple quite close together, eBay can kind of nerf your listings a bit, move you back down the rankings. But as you can see, it has recovered. So it is really important to try and get good feedback. Now, these particular feedbacks, one of them had received the wrong item. and the second one hadn't received their item at all. So we are in the process of appealing these, trying to go back to the customers, offer a refund, get the feedback overturned, which I always think is really good customer service. I spoke to my VA about this, and they said they were already on the case, which is great. So yeah, those feedbacks were sort of some point last week. And yeah, I think they did have a negative impact. That was probably just over a week ago now. So yeah, I probably would have wanted these resolved a little bit quicker, and I'll update you on what the outcome of that was when we look at the next when we go through the next update. Some other great points to consider is our seller level is above standard, but on the next evaluation we should move to top rated. We still had one defect on the account from whenever it was below standard. However, that'll drop off soon as well. And as you can see, top rated seller gives us access to a bit better traffic, better ranking. It'll give us some discounts off our fees and things like that. So it is great to be top rated, and also buyers sometimes like to see sellers that are top rated. We'll choose a top rated seller over just an average seller. You get a top rated badge on your listing. So yeah, really, really good. I am happy with the way things are moving at the moment. If we go on to the Sale Freaks chart, we can see now we're up to £134 profit since we started in this particular store. Everything else is good. Sell-through rate is averaging out at around 30%. Our APO is averaging out, at around over £1 anyway, which is great. We'll try and increase that a little bit more. And as we start to list more products, we will start to see more volume of sales on this store. So yeah, it's just important that for a beginner and anyone new to this process is that Rome wasn't built in a day. Apologies for the cliche sentence there, statement, but it is so true. When you're building something like this, you have to take care. You're not gonna go from naught to £1,000 profit overnight. There's just no possible way. If you do that, it will be short-lived, because you'll run into so many issues that you'll have too many problems. So this is a real nice steady growth, as you can see. 4 days consistent. We're still early in the day today, but we've got some sales today. But we're hitting over £100 days. We're only still on about 300 listings. We've got a lot of work to do to get up to that 1,500 listings on the feature store. It has been a little bit slow. I have been trying to be quite picky with what we're listing in order to keep the consistency there. When I seen the drop in sales again, I didn't want to do anything too crazy. We have increased the profit margin slightly, which could potentially be off the back of those slower sales as well. But we're now, we've done £125 in profit. We'll probably finish the month in a good place to then start building for the remainder of Q4 and onwards from there. So I'm going to start listing a bit more heavily. I'm hoping to come back in the next update where we see, higher highs again, less of those low days. And yeah, overall just working towards our goals. So really, really good stuff. Really happy with everything that's going on. And as always, thanks for watching this update, and hopefully we'll catch you on the next video with a lot more results. If you're following along, if you're starting a new store, let us know in the comments what you're finding good, what you're finding different. If there's anything we can help you with, let us know. But yeah, thanks as always. Catch you in the next video.